Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to a special video and a spirit tip. So this just came out in the comments, and whenever things come up in the comments that I think more people want to know too, I do a quick video. So this is going to be Key to the Tarot, and what is the key to the tarot is learning the tarot meanings, learning how to even do a tarot reading, and all the meanings, and not to be intimidated by the tarot. I always say to people, you will be surprised how quickly you will learn the tarot because you've lived the tarot. You've lived each and every single card you've lived. So this came up in the comments. What are some good books to learn the tarot? What are some good books to learn the tarot meanings, learn how to do tarot readings, all of that. So when things like that come up in the comments, I want to do a quick video because I know she is not the only one. And so I just quickly skimmed my old library and my old Kindle and all of that. I'll put it down in the description box, but I came up with 4 books that came immediately to mind. And after, when I read them off, if anybody else comes across a book that's great, feel free to leave it in the comments for others to find, because there's nothing like sitting back with a book and just reading the book cover to cover and just grasping as much knowledge as you possibly can, and then look at your cards and you'll understand them much better. Something will click. It's really not as difficult as you first think it is. It really is not. So here, just to get real quick to the point, some great books to learn tarot meanings, tarot readings, and do them for yourself and others. Here were a couple of books. Okay, the first one that I had, I'm only recommending books that I literally have owned, I have read. So I've heard of other ones. I just want to preface this, but these are the ones that I've had, read, and used in the past. Okay, the first one is The Ultimate Guide to the Tarot, a Beginner's Guide. It's from Liz Dean. So I'll put that down in the description box. But all of these books are for beginners, but this one, The Ultimate Guide to Tarot, The Beginner's Guide, that's from Liz Dean, a great book. The next book I have was Tarot for Beginners from Lisa Chamberlain. That was a great book. Then the third book is Tarot Reading Explained from Riley Starr. I have a link down below. You could just check it out. You can buy it wherever you want to. And then the last one I had was the Big Book of Angel Tarot, and that was from Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine back in the day. If you have an angel tarot deck or any kind of deck, you could learn the messages and the meanings with more angelic meanings to them. So those were the 4 books. The Ultimate Guide to the Tarot, a Beginner's Guide, Liz Dean. Tarot for Beginners, Lisa Chamberlain. Tarot Reading Explained from Riley Starr, and the Big Book of Angel Tarot from Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And again, I'll put it down in the description box. I'll put the Amazon links. You can check them out from there and buy them, or you can buy them anywhere. They even have audibles. They now have audibles, I found, for some of these. But I just want to say, and if you come across any decks that you've in the past read, loved, want to leave it in the comments, additional ones for others to find, feel free. But when this came up in the comments, I was like, you know what, let me do a quick video and just skim through what I've used in the past that I know is good, easily explainable. And this is in concert to, every deck does come with a booklet. Some booklets and guides are better than others. Some decks we get, they're just keywords to each card, which, it's not going to be real helpful if you're a brand new beginner. Other decks do come with like a key to the tarot or a little more of a book with it. And if you're just a beginner, I would go for decks that have more than just a little booklet to start out, because you want to know additional meanings, not just a couple of words. So more than not, I'm seeing more companion books come out. I'm seeing books with the decks that really go explain what you're looking at, which is ideal for a beginner. So if you're a straight out beginner, definitely go for decks that have more of a book with it than just a little booklet. And if you want the companion books, like actually to learn more, tarot books, those were 4 that I immediately had in my arsenal from the past, that I could definitely wholeheartedly recommend, because they really go into depth of each meaning of the cards, of the suits, of spreads, of what you're looking at, what the symbolism is. all of that, how it pertains to your life. Yeah, and I can't recommend tarot enough. I'm so glad that it's becoming more mainstream. I'm always amazed by how, some reactions to tarot, it's like bringing it down to practical level, because we are walking one foot on the physical and one with the spiritual. Tarot only brings you closer to all you're connected to and more of all you are. So it is just a fantastic journey, and I recommend tarot and oracle to anyone, and to everyone. So if you're interested and you wanted to learn some great books to learn tarot, don't be intimidated. Here's just a handful. You can also definitely gravitate more to decks that have more of a book with it, a little book with it. You can skim my close-up reviews. You can see what comes with the decks if you're starting out. Some decks even have the meanings right on the cards. Radley Valentine has a slew of decks. I know I mention all the time, but they're really good for beginners. And also the classic Rider-Waite-Smith decks are really good, and those come with a key to the tarot, just like what it says here, a key to the tarot. It will come with a real book with real meanings next to it, not just keywords, those little booklets. But yes, so here are just a handful of books that could get you started to learn tarot, the tarot meanings, all the meanings of the cards, the suits, the major arcana, the minor arcana, how to do spreads, how to do readings. And the best way to get started is to get started. And because once you get started, you're going to realize you've lived every card in the tarot. I say that over and over to everyone. You've lived every card in the tarot. So once you actually feel the card, I always say, like, feel the card. I mean, I know, get the definition and the symbolism and everything else, but feel the card. You've been in that card. You have lived the card. You know exactly what that feels like. So if I could just give that little pearl of wisdom, I mean, that is a lot. Just feel the card, because you've lived it. And then, of course, pay attention to the relationship of the cards, how it falls out in the deck. It reads like a story. And practice, and you'll get your own shorthand. And everybody reads cards a little differently. I want to say that too, because we're the instrument. And so everybody reads a little different. So definitely pick up tips, just like I'm leaving the spirit tip for beginners, and you can watch other people in action, but you'll have your own natural way. And that is a beautiful thing. Everybody reads a little differently, and, go at your own speed, your own style, and all of that. So I just wanted to say that too. But when it comes to great books to learn tarot, that's what I've actually had in the past. I have it in my little library, so I wanted to leave you those. And if anybody else has something else to recommend, feel free to leave in the comments. But that should be enough to get you started. Those are some really good ones. The Ultimate Guide to the Tarot, Liz Dean. Tarot for Beginners, Lisa Chamberlain. Tarot Reading Explained, Riley Starr. And then that big book of Angel Tarot from Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And I wish you the best with all your tarot. Take care. Bye-bye.